startings, new beginnings, completions, ending old cycles. It's a good number right there. It's a good number. All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Spiritual X-Men Experiences. It's your boy X. Wakanda forever. I'm holding my phone, so I can't imagine there was another arm there. But anyways, today what we're going to talk about is lack. Um, I was gonna combine this into one video, but I think I'm gonna break it up into two. So we're gonna talk about in this one material lack. The next one's gonna be emotional lack. Because how I started off the video, it was already like 19 minutes in, and we were still talking about material stuff. So material lack, how to get through, past, over material lack. Now, with the way society is set up, uh, there's a lot of they want to keep us in a material lack-minded mentality, because if you are consistently in a state of mind where you feel like you always need something materialistically or outside of oneself that can make one's life better, easier, more appealing, more adventurous, whatever the reason may be, then you'll purchase the items or the product or the experience that you need to make your life better and make you feel more whole because you've purchased these items or you was able to do this experience and all that good stuff. Not saying it's bad, no, not at all, but it's getting out of that mind frame where we feel as if we need that in order to complete our lives and feel complete and whole and happy. Nothing outside of ourselves can make us feel complete or happy. That's something that comes from within. That's something that comes from with us. That's something that comes from with your own personal relationship with your higher self, your God, your higher being, universe, source, spirit, Gaia, whatever now you choose to use, a personal relationship with that higher purpose, calling yourself God, all those good terms and nouns. That's where that comes from, because essentially nothing outside of ourselves can make us feel whole, complete, happy. It helps. I'm not saying, oh, okay, well maybe I shouldn't say it helps. Things outside of ourselves, what they can do is enhance our life, our already feeling complete within. So, for example, you already are able to fill your own cup, materialistically, as far as being happy with what it is that you do have and not focused on the things that you don't have and constantly working toward what you don't have. If if we have that mentality and we're always constantly working towards to be able to purchase or acquire things that we don't have, we will literally work our lives away, because there's always going to be something new that comes out. There's always going to be, nobody can ever really experience everything that the world has to offer, or materialistically being able to buy. I don't care if you're the richest person in the world. It's impossible to buy everything. Yeah, you could go and try it. You definitely can. I know a lot of people be like, oh, well, money can't buy happiness. Uh, it can't. And there's the other hand, like, yeah, but, it'll solve a lot of my problems. Yeah, it'll solve a lot of the problems that you have now. But just like what's that song that Biggie and them? The more money you come across, the more problems you see. Why is that? Because the more money you do come across, yeah, you're able to solve the problems materialistically that you have right now, but then you're going to want more. You're going to want bigger and better. Like if you won the lotto right here, right now, today, you know, yeah, you're gonna pay off, your past debts and everything and all this stuff. And everybody says, oh, we're gonna put this up and do that and do this and do that. But what you're also going to do is upgrade your lifestyle. You're going to go out and get that bigger, better car. You're going to go out and get that bigger, better house. You're going to go out and get that bigger, better cell phone and not be with Metro. You're actually going to go be with Verizon or Sprint. No shade to Verizon or Sprint or nothing, but I didn't have Verizon, and them gigabytes and internet, it starts costing. It starts adding up. Real quick, and I stream a lot, so I need something. I need something unlimited. You feel me? That, yeah. But anywho, you're going to upgrade that lifestyle. So now though that saving that you put up is slowly dwindling away because you added more expenses to your life. And I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like, well, okay, well, who's not going to go and do that? Who's not going to go and do this and do that and that and this? But we also have to think about the long run. Like, yeah, you can put money up and let it just sit in the bank. But how much does a savings account actually generate? Yeah, even if you put enough in there, you're like, okay, yeah, but I put like $1 million in there, so every year I'm getting like $1,000 or $10,000. Or you could invest it and get more and actually have, a sense of longevity. But that's a whole other topic. We gonna get into that. That's some nitty gritty good stuff right there. And I know, I might be okay. Well, you're not. I, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Gotta build your assets first. That's how it starts. You gotta build your assets. You can't just go and invest everything you got because yeah, with any type of investment, there can be a loss. I mean, you have to account for that loss in case it does happen, or you may not make anything at all. So it's not smart just to go and invest everything that you're living off of. That's not how it works. Anywho, but getting back to the material lack, nothing we can purchase that is of the world, earth, can essentially make us feel complete and whole. Nothing. Nothing. I don't care if you got on the latest Jordans. Yeah, it can enhance, the way you look. It might be something that you really wanted and you go and get it, but did it make you feel complete? Is it life changing and life altering? I understand. Some things are. If you live in a house that's just falling completely apart and you're able to go and purchase, a newer house or a house that's more functional and more habitable, of course, yes, it's going to enhance your life. But is that house going to make you feel complete? Like if you're depressed about other stuff, that house is not going to make you. It's not going to take away depression. It's not going to get rid of depression. Now it could make you feel better temporarily, but it's not going to. That house is not going to go within yourself and point out like, hey, this is what's going on emotionally and spiritually, and this is what you need to work on. That house is not going to do that. That's something we have to do. If you don't feel good enough, going out and getting a Lamborghini is still not going to make you feel good enough. Like it's like, oh well, I don't feel good enough, so because I can't, pull girls, or the guys won't talk to me. So you go out and you get that I don't know what Prada, Prada and Gucci purses, and all of that, and walk around, and, in the Gucci swimsuit. I'm horrible at name brand. Look, I could dress my ass off. I know what look good and what don't, whether it's name brand or not. But I'm horrible when it comes to all that. But anywho, we don't go with Prada because I watched The Devil Wears Prada. So, you know, but you wearing those uh okay, the all stiletto pumps. It just came to my head. You wearing those badass stilettos and pumps, what's the other say the what's that one? Jimmy Choo's, look, I'm pulling stuff that I kinda know of. And yeah, you might pull that guy, but now you're gonna have to wonder, okay, do they want me for me? Or do they want me because of what I'm appearing to have? You can walk around in the latest fashion and whatever's hot out in these streets these days, but internally and spiritually and mentally and emotionally still not be there, still not be complete, still be just what it is that you're wearing. So you're putting a mask on top of your mask. You got a mask and you just throw on a Halloween costume. You know, it's not going to those clothes are not going to go within and bring forth the emotions that you may be internalizing, and that's keeping you in a lack mentality as to why you feel the need you have to go and purchase these things or these outfits in order to attract somebody. If you had to go out and you had to do all that and purchase all this material stuff in order to validate yourself and your self-worth, or to get attention, then you really have to, come back and think about, like, okay, is this attention that I'm getting, is this validation that I'm giving myself authentic, or is it superficial? Because I'm thinking about what's the song, Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. You gotta think about it, like if you try to holler at some people, you know, when still the same old person, you just didn't have all the material gains, you got up there, you didn't, up your income level. So, you were able to go out and get $200 shoes and it don't break the bank, and you're like, yeah, I can afford this, so I'm go ahead, spoil myself. I'm gonna go ahead and get the new J's that's out. And yeah, what, let me go ahead and get me some uh a Versace suit. It's not gonna break my bank. I'm not living outside of my means. But I've always at least wanted one. So let me go ahead and get that one. And and they see you and they're like, oh hey, what's up? What's up? You kinda wondering like, okay, I still got the same personality, I'm still goofy, still look the same, my material stuff that upgraded, but I didn't upgrade it myself, energetically, and then worked on myself and everything. So what? You got to think, and there are a few, of us out there that's just gonna be like, oh hey, and get back, but then later on be like, huh, wait a minute, or like you find out you go forth and like, oh yeah, come on hang out with me, and then they find out like you not going to like, oh, buy the bar out, and you ain't trying to pop bottles and stuff like that. You go ahead and get your little one drink. They looking at you like, so where's mine? You got a job? Pull out your wallet, put your money on the table, and get you a drink. Oh, but no, you big baller. I'm big baller for myself. Like I was like, hey, yeah, I'm going out to the club. Would you like to come too? Like, how did you think that I was going to pay for you, or whatever the case may be? Or let's say, something did happen and it took a little hit. Some stuff decreased. You decided to go out Or you just having, one of your lazy days. You decided to go out, with some flip flops and some sweatpants and a t-shirt, and now they looking at you like, and you go up to them, hey, how you doing? What's up? What's good? How you doing? They looking at you like, hi, and then they just walk off. But just 2 days ago, when you had on all the Versace and the new J's and everything, they was all on. Yeah, yeah. You got to think about it. That's superficial. Or let's say something did happen to your most prized material possession, and now you feel less of yourself, or you're driving that car and you're like, yeah, I'm happy to have this car, but why do I still feel depressed? Why do I still feel? Because that's materialistic. Nothing outside of yourself is going to fix that. It's not going to change it. It's not going to heal it at all. What material things do is help us live, more comfortable. Their additions to our already great lives. Not saying that everything is going to be all happy and peachy and nothing goes wrong. No, that's not what I'm saying. But we have to appreciate the life that we already have, the life that we're already living. If you feel like, oh well, these are the cards I've been dealt. Work with them bad boys. When you play in spades, you can't go back and be like, oh well, here, let me take this or renege. No, if you renege, you losing three of your books. That's can't do that. You get the hand that you dealt with. You feel like, oh well, I got a crappy hand. Okay, well you better work with that crappy hand. You can make something. You can do something. You might not be able to walk. You might not have 10 spades in your hand and get clean the whole table, but you could get at least two books. You can do something. You can do something with the hand. You can do something. I don't care if you have nothing but a bunch of hearts. You could do something. Look, that one ace of hearts. Dang it. You make sure everybody, you hurry and put that heart out first, because ain't nobody trying to use their spades in the first, you know, two plays. Because you saving that to the end, so you can just start cutting people. You better go ahead and throw that ace out right then and there, or wait till that everybody else and use up all their spades. You throwing out, people throwing out spades, and nobody else has a spade. Go ahead and drop that ace of hearts. You walk away with that book, because can't nothing else cut it. You can do something. You can do something. But it's being appreciative of the life that we do have, of the life that we do already have. And I'm not saying don't be ambitious and be like, okay, you know what, my goal was to get here and to do that and do that. Think of material things as like that carrot to get you to move, to get you to seek that ambition within and that motivation, determination within. It's like, okay, once I get here to this level, I'm gonna do this for myself. I'm gonna, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna have this type of experience. I'm gonna buy that car. Dang it. Use that as a carrot, as a sense of motivation to assist in your dreams and the things that you do want to achieve. To keep you moving, to keep you passionate about what it is you want to go and do and be in life. Use that as a carrot. Use that as motivation, not as something to fulfill you itself, because it's just not going to do it. It's not. It's not. It's not. I mean, I wish it was that easy. You go out and buy something and you feel complete. You know, that would be easy. Everybody would be happy if that was the case. There are people who are billionaires that still ain't got they stuff together, and I mean, yeah, materialistically wise, but on the inside, they experience not all that shiny. They got shiny items, but there goes that saying: everything that glitters ain't gold. They could just have on a barge of gemstones and not have not one single diamond. They could actually literally have glitter. You thinking it's a whole bunch shine bright like a diamond, and you get a like you got glitter paint on. I'm just saying. So when it does come to materialistic and the lack mentality of materialism, by us cherishing and valuing the little bit that we do have. Even if you got a lot of bit, whatever. In your head, if you want more and have bigger dreams, then that's your little bit. Just the little stuff, the little things, to appreciate the little stuff in life. It could be as simple as starting off as I can breathe, or I can walk, or I can talk, or I'm able to eat on my own. I don't have to walk around and eat applesauce. You know, I can go to the bathroom. I have toilet paper. There is water available that's not tainted. I got friends who live in an area that they're still dealing with lead poison for the past 4 or 5 years. I'm not gonna go there right now though. And just something as simple as water, is actually literally making them sick. But they don't have a choice because they live there. They can't just up and move, so they have to deal with it. So being happy of the fact that I have water that I can drink that's not going to harm me and my children. I'm able to take a shower comfortably. I'm able to buy soap to wash my butt and not walk around smelling all musty. I got some deodorant. Even if it's even if it's a little roll on dollar store deodorant. Look, you got something. The little spray. Hey, you able to spray something on to smell good. If you have $2 in pennies and you need gas, look, if you able to put $2 in pennies, don't be ashamed. Which I know, I look, I done been there. I done took some change into the store. It's like, look, I apologize for all this change, but this all I got, and this will gotta go in my gas tank. Yeah, and a lot of times, I haven't even met anybody that was really, offended by it. They most of the time they don't account. It's just like, if it was a couple pennies short, I'll cover it. I'm not gonna sit up here and count 200 pennies right now. But be appreciative of those 200 pennies that you was able to put that in your gas tank, and you was able to get to work, and then you was able to get your paycheck the next day. You know, even if it's, hey, I have no food in my house, but you know what? There's a food bank down the street, and I'm able to go to the food bank. Yeah, it's all that is when you feel ashamed about doing stuff like that. That's just a little bit of ego. That ego, would you rather just keep your ego and be hungry? I mean, yeah, you can if you want to. Or, you can put your ego to the side and go ahead and do what you got to do. To a certain extent, I know people, a lot of people, I hear, it's like, oh, I can't believe they're standing on the street asking for money. That takes some guts. I mean, to be completely honest, and yeah, there are those who just scam people like, oh, well, I don't feel like going out and getting a job. I mean, that's something they gonna have to deal with later on. But even still, that takes a certain level of courage and to put your ego to the back to be able to be like, what, I'm gonna stand on this corner. Hundreds of people are going to see me, probably people that I know, people I grew up with. Like, man, ain't that old dude? Like, and try to get whatever I need for me to be able to survive like that. I can't sit up here and be like, oh yeah, I'm struggling. I'm gonna go out on the no. I'm gonna come up with some other stuff to go and do, like, because my ego ain't there yet. But I mean, if I had to, if I truly had to, and I had like kids and well, I mean, I do have a son, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, work with me, work with me. And it was something that it was a live or die situation. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and let pride and ego get in the way of me being able to provide for mine. It, that that takes a lot. That takes a lot. But getting over material lack mentality is to truly look at material objects as just things that are nice to have, and even if you don't have, it's nice to have that ambition to reach for it, to want to go for it, to want to, have that carrot dangling in front of you like, man, you know what? Give me 30 years. I'm going to have that mansion on the hill. I'm going to uh, have that Lamborghini, that Escalade, that Tesla, that Maserati, that, look at it more so as a carrot, something that's a want, something that help brings motivation and drive and not a need because it's not. All we need, we already have. We already have it. Whether you have tapped into it or not, you know, and that's going back to philosophy. If you've read any type of philosophy book, primarily the study of philosophy is the essential being of a person. And regardless of who they are, who the author is, who the philosopher is, they all came down to one thing, is that we need, as human beings with something inside of us, whether they call it a soul, higher consciousness, or intuition, we seek meaning in life. And to have a life with no meaning, with no purpose, no sense of beingness, is a completely unfulfilled existence. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want to just exist. I want to live. So at that point, you're literally living to die. So then, if you're just here to exist, live, and die like a damn mayfly, you know, because I don't know about y'all, but I have no idea what the purpose of those bugs are for. Besides, they live for like 2-3 days, they mate, and then they die, and then like the whole neighborhood smells like fish and stuff, and there's all this bugs, and they get on your windows, and anywho. But I don't want that existence. We are not mayflies. We are not mayflies. We are here for a reason, for a purpose, for whatever it is. Whether you believe you're an energy source, whether you believe you have a soul, whether, you, regardless, we're here for something higher than ourselves, than just our beingness. And that's how we can get past materialism. Because as long as we're walking on our path and happy within ourselves, happy with who we are, whether we have what the Joneses have or not, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Everything's going to be all right. Yeah, it's going to be hard times. Yeah, it's going to be times you're like, dang, man, if I only had this, it would be so much easier. But that's all it can do, is make something easier, But maybe we have to go through that hard time to be able to truly, when we do get that thing that makes life easier, we're actually able to appreciate it, because we were in that hard time. When we didn't have a car, we walked and caught the bus everywhere that we had to go, and just something that takes 5 minutes to drive took 2 hours because you had to take public transportation, or a place that you have to walk to go and get, it takes 2 hours, versus if you was to drive, or be on public transportation, it might take 40 minutes, or if you could drive, it would take 10 minutes. You're truly able to appreciate it. Now, I'm not saying, worship it and be like, oh man, this is my everything. No, but it's appreciation. You're going to appreciate it. You're going to take care of it. You're going to value it. And know that, you know what? And even if this is to leave, you know what? I made it without it. I'm going to make it with it. And if it leaves or whatever happens, cars get flat tires and stuff like that, hey, I'm going to be able to make it without it. It's not something that I need. It's not a part of who I am in my life and my soul. All it does is enhances my quality of life. It enhances my experiences of life. That's all material things do. That's all they do. That's all they do. It's a carrot to get you to keep moving forward. It helps you set goals as far as goals that you can see and tangibly touch. But getting to that goal, that's where the journey is. Like I believe it was the great debaters I was watching that says life is what happens while you're planning for it. So yes, we have that goal, we want to get there, but enjoy the road to it, regardless of how hard it may be, how daunting, how exhausting, how tiring, how humiliating. Why can't I say that word right now? How humiliating, how treacherous. Yeah, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death? Yeah, you was walking through the shadow of death, but dang it, you got a flashlight. Some people don't even have that flashlight. But man, it would be a lot quicker if I was able to just, cut on electricity. Or maybe halfway through the valley, you didn't have a flashlight, and then you was able to get a flashlight. You gonna be grateful. You're gonna take care of that flashlight. You gonna flash it when you need to, because you don't want the batteries to run out. You know, so think of yourself as the main material gain that you really essentially need to have is yourself. Because without yourself, without you, nothing else matters. Without you, you can't enjoy life. Without you, you can't enhance your life. So we gotta take care of our star player. And it's not outside of ourselves. It's within. It's us. It's ourselves. Like yes, there's a certain extent of materials, we need, but take a look outside and see people walking up and down the street that's looking for food in garbage cans, that can't take a shower, that can't go to the bathroom on a toilet seat and get soaked in a tub and take spiritual baths and buy sage and you know have crystals and be on a cell phone, be able to even watch videos such as what we watch on YouTube. Just little stuff, or people that's in the hospitals that are in comas, they're alive and can't experience life at all. It's the little things, because once we appreciate the little stuff and truly appreciate it, we're going to get the big stuff. God is going to, spirit source guy is going to see that it comes forth, but they're going to see how we appreciate what we have right now. If all we're talking about was, man, but I want this, but I want this, and you get it, you're not really going to appreciate it, because it's going to be something out there that's bigger and better, then you're going to want that. And then you're going to start devaluing what it is that you have. Like if you got a little A and B car, and yeah, you're going to want, a brand new 2019 whatever it's going to be called. But let's say you didn't have a car and Spirit gave you that, and now you walk driving your car and you looking at all the other cars like, man, now my car is a piece. And you start devaluing that and degrading that, and then that car falls apart, then you're going to be sitting there like, well, damn, you know what? My car wasn't half that bad. Yeah, I bet it wasn't. Because you could not have it. And sometimes, God teaches those lessons to us, be like, okay, you're not appreciating this. Okay, well, I'm going to take it from you. So you can be appreciative all over again and understand what it's like to actually have this, what it actually is to, go about this. Or maybe you start overvaluing it and you got to, put you down in your butt. Like right now, I got to go get registration. Systems decided to go down. So I wasn't able to get my registration. And I could be sitting here pouting and be like, man, I want to be out and about just whipping around, driving around. But hey, I'm saving gas right now. I could be out just wasting gas for no apparent reason. Or, working. I was talking about I need a break. Hey, I got a break. I'm able to make these videos. If I did have, if the systems didn't fall down, I was able to get my registration. What I'd be doing? Working. I was able to take a good, nice nap, rejuvenate myself, come on, make these videos, Being able to, get some downloads and just be in nature, or I could be sitting here, complaining all sad and mad, like, man, I ain't get my registration, I can't drive nowhere. I have a car, registration or not, and I'm appreciative. I don't worship it and be like, oh man, but I am very appreciative and grateful because I could not. Y'all saw the other video, the whole tow situation. I mean, it can still be there, collecting all types of fines, and well, not fines, but they call it storage fees, to the point where it'd be just pointless of even getting it out. I was blessed with that. I'm gonna be appreciative of it. Even the fact that it did get, told, I was able to come across other things and opportunities in that day that didn't have nothing to do with that. That if that didn't happen, I never would have came across these things. Didn't have nothing to do with a car or anything about nothing of the sort. But I was able to come across other opportunities. I was able to meet and connect with other people that wouldn't have had happened. Yeah, that ain't a little bit of a tongue twister. If that didn't happen. That's why I wasn't going to allow myself. Now, was I a little upset? Like, yeah, I'm an emotional person. I'm allowed to be able to, and able to be emotional and be like, man, dang it, the heck is going on here? But I didn't dwell on it. It's like, oh, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but you know what? It's for a higher reason. Everything's going to be okay, and going about my life. Now, I didn't just, oh, nope, everything's going to be okay. No, because that's sweeping emotions under the rug. I sat for about 10, 15 minutes, like, man, the hell is going on right here, right now? Feel my emotions, like, yeah, I'm mad right now because my car got towed, and this don't make no dang on sense, and I don't know what the hell, but I'm not even going to dwell on it. I'm just going to give it to you guys because you got something planned. I know when something like this happens, you got something planned. You got something. I don't know what it is. I might not be able to understand it right now, but you got something. And I went on about my day. Come to find out, some other stuff end up, shaking over and coming through. Sometimes you just gotta let go and let God. Shoot, just trust the process. Like, it happened for a reason. God knew this was gonna happen. So, I mean, I'm not here by no mistake, by just some random act of coincidence. So, hey, it is what it is. And some stuff definitely happens, So it's finding that happiness within ourselves. Because I was happy before I was able to purchase the car, so if something happens to it, why am I going to let that take me all the way down to no? I was happy before it. I was happy with it. I could be happy damn sure after it. Because it's not me. I still have me. As long as I still got me, I'm good to go. I got me because I have me. I'm able to have a personal relationship with God. I'm able to have a relationship with my child, a relationship with myself. I'm good to go. That's my top three: God, myself, my kid. And yes, I put myself before my child because you have to. I have to take care of me to be able to take care of him. I have to. You have to. Because nobody else is going to be able to take care of him but me. So therefore, I got to take care of myself too. But God comes first for spirit, source, Gaia, Buddha, Allah, whatever, is your higher being, But that's all I got for material lack. We're going to go ahead and see 39 minutes. That's why I have to split it up into 2 videos. And we're going to go ahead later on get into emotional lack. But all right, your boy X. Everything below in the drop box. Like, share, subscribe. And see y'all later.